Let's get you up to speed on our current grain trade. Our quotes are provided by Bar Chart on the corn market here so far today. We have been hanging on to fairly small gains. And right now, I'd say that's pretty small, only 0.75% to the upside on December. That would now put us at 668 1/4. March is up a whole penny. Now let's look at the soybean trade, and we are currently showing November at 14.01 3/4, still just barely hanging on to $14. It's down 6 1/4 cents on the day here. But all the excitement for today anyway seems to be in the wheat once again. Here we go with Chicago December 29 higher at $9.50. Got as high as 9.05 here a short time ago, but $9 and now 1/4 cent after a low of 8.62. How's that for a performance? About 38 cents off of that earlier low today. Kansas City wheat. You have December now 28.5 higher. It's all the way up to 9.71 3/4 now this morning. And in Minneapolis, you have December 23 1/4 higher at 9.66.5. Meanwhile, in our cotton market, well, you have December 72 points higher at 88.81. They sold it off for a while, and now it's a little over 300 points off of its earlier low this morning. By the way, the U.S. dollar index, now it's down 187 points on the day. Let's bring in Todd Bubba Horwitz, BubbaTrading.com. Well, he's in Las Vegas right now, and he joins us from there. So what's going on here in the markets to cause them to shake around here? And the wheat market has taken a leadership role today.
Well, I think the first thing we look at is we know there's going to be a shortage. That's number one, and that's going to push prices higher. We're technically holding up very well, and if we get through 9.25 in wheat, we're probably going to $10. And I think you're going higher than that. I think you saw the Bank of England panic this morning and had to step in again for no reason. But again, this is the creation of these phony dollars that we continue to put out there. So even though our dollar is down a little bit today, it's still at $1.14. So I think that you're seeing some panic from the central banks, which will lead into the rest, and that will play into that there's going to be a food shortage, Marlon. We're going to be paying a lot more for a loaf of bread next year, and we'll be able to get it, but other parts of the world will not be able to get it, and there will be food riots. And this is what the bigger problem is, and that's going to drive these prices, I think, significantly higher from here.
Well, now we're looking at November crude oil on the chart right now, and of course it has had a long grind lower here ever since about mid-June. Now, do you see more downside potential, or do you think that it's going to rally heading into winter?
Well, I think it's going a lot higher. But however, you know, there is always some shady and some funny business that goes on. And, you know, there could be some political action going on in here with the price of crude, especially when you bring in the chief supplier, which is Saudi Arabia. But I think overall, crude is going to go and make all-time new highs before this is all said and done. And unless we go back to frail, for fracking and shale producing here, crude is going to make an all-time new high.
Now, the Dow has been in a sharp downward trend as well, but it's up 306 points today. Do you see more downward pressure, and is that going to impact the outside investment money?
Well, I think actually it'll help the outside investment money because they'll be looking for a place to go. So I think it's good for the grains. I think the Dow is down. I think the Dow's got another 50% down from what is down. It's already down about 25% of the year. I think it'll be down 50% before it's all said and done.
Really?
I think this is going to get very ugly in here. There's a lot of reasoning behind it, and you know, besides the technical breakdown and a bear market, today's rally is nothing. This was expected. In fact, I wrote that I would expect to see a rally, especially after I saw the Bank of England get involved. That was almost a tip that we'd see a sharp rally. This is only short covering. This is going to fail. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it'll fail today, but I would say it'll probably be down big tomorrow.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for all the information. Great insight into the markets. Todd Bubba Horwitz with us. He's with BubbaTrading.com. We'll take a quick little break. We'll come back and talk livestock on the other side.